Who's anybody on the Twitter that can tweet it real quick?
I'll jump on it.
Can you delete your comments there? By the way, on the comment section. Joby?
Yeah, I will.
Perfect. If you can, just it just shows it.
I clicked remove. I don't know if it removed him though. Okay, it did. That's good. Alright, everything sounds
This is
good.
going though. Alright, so we're technically live. Alright, we're live, guys. Pretty cool.
Yo, what's going on, people?
Did anybody tweet on the work in progress talks? Yeah, we did. Okay.
Okay, so make sure you
Watch
have the
everybody be
comments out as well. So it says we have 3 people watching right now. Don't know who it is, but
It's all
Probably all us.
I'm not on it, so
I'm on it to look at the chat, but I can be the only one. I'll just be the one that looks at the chat. If you want to.
it's fine.
I could really do some pizza right.
You're a fat piece of shit, aren't you?
No, he's in pretty good shape actually.
Dude, Dre's gonna tweet it out in 10 minutes.
Oh, perfect.
We start soon though. I just posted.
You
a
got
few
your
chats.
name.
Yes,
We got 10. We got 10 viewing right now.
Yeah. Welcome all the people.
Suck my ass. Hi, here for my man Veda.
Yeah.
Fuck Veda.
Veda's got
Just
fans.
kidding. Veda's boo. All right, hey guys. Before we start, can you just tell us like how is our sound? Are we going good? You know.
Yeah, is everything good? Is everything
We're
look
having
good?
so many technical difficulties today. It's actually really hot in my room. I'm about to get a towel and be like, whoo.
It's all that sweating you've been doing trying to get the stream ready.
God, dude, the sweat, man. How much sweat I've been doing today. Like, whew. But really, guys, tell us how our mics are. So, because we've been talking, we just need to make sure that everything's going fine for when we start up our stream and everything.
Everyone's saying it sounds good.
It sounds very good indeed.
Make sure you watch in 1080p, by the way. It's the best.
Yeah.
1080p. All right, so we'll be starting in a few minutes. All right, guys.
So what did
By
you
the way,
guys?
if you would, please tweet out the stream.
Yeah, that would be greatly appreciated.
Retweet our things. Definitely follow. You know, the whole shebang. What do you think we normally say?
Subscribe,
as you
actually.
can see, we got Adam, we got Veda, Jobby, and me. We're all in Horizon, and we are awesome. So, you know.
Wait, we're all in Horizon.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, wait. Didn't what's his name leave? Dun dun dun.
What?
Or be kicked.
Joby, are you still in Horizon?
I had no idea we were all in Horizon.
Yep.
Shit, I thought there was only like 2 of us in Horizon from here, and the rest were just like.
Nobody's. No.
The rest were just like, you know, just extras,
Yeah.
fillers.
Alright, so I'm gonna get
Yep.
this set up real quick.
Right, well.
I don't know what you're doing, but please stop.
It's the sick beatbox, dude. He's a professional beatbox.
Getting in the.
You know what's
what
kinda
was
cool?
it?
I'm getting live
Because-
analytics right now, so I do get complete live analytics. So, but that's actually pretty cool. So, all right. So we're gonna be starting in about 4 minutes, guys. So we're starting about 5 minutes late. I am sorry, but you know we're all pretty much set. You know, we got a pretty cool show for you today. So we'll see how this goes, and depending how it goes, we will be doing it again next week and the week after. You know. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously just a test. So, I mean, if you guys can help shape what you want the show to be, then that'd be obviously good too. So,
Yep. So, let's see.
I really wish this headache would go away.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. You know. So.
Somebody Umbri typed Onion Clan as Bay.
Onion Clan. What is Onion Clan? Anyone want to explain that one to me?
Never heard of Onion Clan.
Okay, I was just maybe.
Oh, dude, we need to get the
inside joke
Horizon
between-
Twitter. Horizon Twitter, please tweet out the stream.
Oh shit! I've been bit by a mosquito.
Dude, I did too on my knuckle. It's like the worst spot to be bit by one. It's just
I don't get it. I was wearing a t-shirt and I've been bit in my shoulder area, and it's like, ow.
Yeah, they bite through your clothes.
I just want to know what the hell you're on about right now. Like.
Mosquitoes.
What?
Mosquitoes are awful.
Yeah,
Mosquitoes.
where did this topic even come from? Why are we talking about mosquitoes?
You guys heard about
that?
that whole thing? Like all the women in America that's getting that disease from mosquitoes where their babies are born
oh
deformed.
yeah, the Zika one, yeah.
That's not good. That's bad. We're gonna have like a
That's
whole
bad.
generation of like deformed children.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what they
that's-
did. No, but that's kind of like with the lead paint. You know, there was a huge thing during the early 20s and 30s and 40s, and then we still haven't got all the lead out of America, but you know, there's still a huge thing about that where it's causing deformities and bad cancerous cells and things like that. You know, which is crazy because like if you think about it, Europe got rid of their lead like 30 years before we were like, hey, maybe we should get rid of our lead. Which we
What
still
else?
haven't actually done completely. It's kind of like, what the fuck is wrong with America?
You know how America is,
Lead
they like to
kills
get
people. Get rid of it. Like,
Yeah.
is that really that hard to understand? Whatever. Fucking America. But anyway,
gonna move
that's
it.
just me ranting right there.
gonna move to Canada.
So obviously, everyone watching right now can understand that this is a mosquito-related podcast.
Yeah. Called mosquito talks.
Mosquitoes.
Mosquito
It's all about
talk.
mosquitoes.
You know, like that malaria stream.
Malaria, Zika, everything.
Yo, check this out, right? Okay, whilst we're waiting to actually get onto topics, check this out, right? Okay, so I basically finished my gym session, right? And obviously need that post-workout nutrition, right? So I was there, right? I was like, yo, I'm going to go to a restaurant right now and grab myself a
Right.
quick bite. Go to a restaurant, grab myself a bite, right? First of all, if you eat in, they charge an extra 10% VAT. Don't know what that shit's about, but I decided to take out. Save me like,
Where they charge you more to eat in.
yeah, just this one
They don't
place.
do that here. That's weird.
I
I've
don't
never.
know what I don't know what's with this place, right? So I said to him, I literally said to him, I said, so if I actually, they said if to take out it's normal price, but to eat in, you know, we're going to charge extra. So I said, well, can I have a takeout and can I not just eat in whilst you're giving me in the takeout bag? And they pretty much just did that. So from now on, I just like, oh, anyway, back to the main point at hand. Okay, so I got this chicken tandoori burrito, right? So I'm just there, right? I'm like, you know what? It's a nice day, got a nice breeze. Gonna sit down on a bench and eat, right? Halfway through my chicken tandoori wrap, what happens? This crow literally sits right opposite me and it's having a stare down with me, and I'm there eating the chicken tandoori wrap as I'm having a stare down with this crow, okay? And this crow, like, he starts flying closer, right? Thinking I'm gonna give him, nah, mate, I paid for this chicken tandoori wrap. I ate the last bite in front of him. Basically, throw all this shit away, right? About to throw it in the bin. What happens? The fucker came, right? And he freaking pecked me on the back of my head. Like, he legit attacked me. I was legit. I shit you not. I was genuinely attacked. I was there, like, freaking on the ground. I was on the ground checking if I was bleeding from the back of my skull because I could have been pierced.
Story time with Adam in Dubai.
You don't understand.
What's it like
Adam in
Dubai?
Dubai.
I can
What is it
cross
like
with
living-
attitude.
All right, guys.
I know.
So we're gonna
Let's
start.
start.
Let's start the stream, guys.
Yeah, we should probably start now. It's already 4 or 5.
All right.
We
Okay,
technically already
guys.
started,
So
though.
shut up. I'm gonna start this up. Right? Give me a second. 1 sec. All right, guys. What is up? Here is Nicholas, Adam, Veda, and Joby. So we're doing our first podcast. It's called Whip Talks, and obviously, if you are a designer or any way involved in graphics, or hell, if you're fucking writing a book, you know what a whip is. A work in progress. So that's really kind of like the obvious background to the name and the idea. So we might as well introduce ourselves. So Adam, you can go first, and then Veda and then Joby.
All right, so basically, my name's Adam. As you can see from that profile picture, I'm an Asian. I'm quite the sex guy, gym fanatic, comic nerd, anime geek. You know how we roll. And
Wait, how do you roll?
just chilled.
So yeah, I'm Veda, and I'm a student graphic designer. I'll be attending a university next year for arts and designs, and I enjoy film as well, and that's basically it. But yeah, go on, Joby.
I'm Jobby. By the way, everybody calls me Joby. It's actually Jobby.
Okay,
But
fun fact.
I make the dang gifs. That's my life.
Hey guys, my name is Nick. I'm a 3D designer. You guys have definitely all seen me. I'm pretty awesome. No, I'm not really that awesome, but and I'm a student and I go to school for game design actually. So it's a different perspective. And if you kind of like listen to the way that we all talk about our topics, we went through a run through already about what we're talking about and things. And we all have really interesting different perspectives. Some coming from illustrative perspectives versus 3D versus game design, and it's really interesting where we're all coming from. So I think that's going to be one of the things that really makes this stream, the fact that, which we have done multiple times already, we get into arguments about what's going on already. So it is an interesting thing to be about what we're talking about. So basically that's us. It's pretty simple what we intend to do here, so we might as well just get on with our first topic. So we decided to go with our first topic as being Infinite Warfare versus Battlefield 1. So what I'm going to do really quickly is I'm going to put in the trailer for one of them. So let's take a look at the Battlefield 1, okay? Was that the huge amount of dislikes. I don't know, like maybe some of you guys are like, why are we doing this? But because it's been talked about a lot, but I don't know, like maybe I'm the only one, but I am interested to see what it looks like. I might buy it, I don't know, what do you guys think? That's me.
Okay, so
I'm gonna be buying Infinite Warfare to get World at War. To get COD 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's the reason why I'm getting it, and then I'm obviously gonna get Battlefield 1. I've already pre-ordered the whatever edition.
Mm-hmm.
I play Battlefield on a daily basis. I love that game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that for me, like if I was gonna buy it, I'd probably like I'm going for COD 4 obviously because it's a classic, but I'd probably like resell Infinite Warfare if that was possible. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Like, I mean, I feel like the expectations are set so low now for like the game itself that people might actually be surprised that it's like all right or something. But I mean, chances are it's probably gonna suck. But I mean, like, it's kind of nice to walk in with like a low.
Here's one thing I want to ask you: what did you think about Advanced Warfare and not Battlefield, Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3?
All right, I'm gonna give you the lowdown, right? Okay, so basically, right? Okay, so all right, so we went from Call of Duty Ghost. And from that, the Call of Duty Ghost was a decent COD, right? A lot of people are hating on it, but it was a decent COD, right? It had good hit detection.
That's what we want from a game. I actually enjoyed Ghosts. I did. I liked it.
I just think you died too fast. That was my only issue.
I know if you're bad.
Is this Ghost?
I think it shows
we're talking about?
who you are. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Oh, by the way,
hopped into Ghosts, and I was like, oh, okay, well, let's go from there.
And Nick, one thing: whenever you play the videos, turn down the audio. They said the audio.
I noticed that. I can see everything. So.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm still getting used to this whole.
Sorry, headphone users.
I am very sorry about that one. I will definitely get it fixed out next time. Don't worry. So.
Okay, so
Advanced one thing, Black Ops 1. We should definitely talk about Black Ops 1 coming to Xbox One.
Is it really?
No, Black Ops 1's already on Xbox. It's not remastered, but it's like it literally has more players. It has over 100,000 players. It has more players than Black Ops 3.
That's
like that just shows you how bad the new CODs are.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like the biggest thing that's holding back Call of Duty is the fact of the nostalgia of it. It's like people always said that about MW2, all the nostalgia of it. But the thing is, like, people are always like, "Oh, Battlefield's getting better every year." But the thing is, Hardline only sold. Let me think. Hardline only sold 9 million copies. And Black Ops 2 still sold, I think it was like 21 million copies. It's like Battlefield is still doing half of what Call of Duty does every year, Like, it's not like they're totally improving. But this one I might look at it, because I was looking at here, and being a game design major, I've been finally gotten into the whole idea of looking at all these different aspects, and holy shit, that trailer looks so fucking ugly. Oh my god. I don't know what the fuck Activision's thinking. I don't know what they're doing there. But it's terrible. Especially when you have 3 years to make a game. It should look better than that. I don't care.
That's why they came out with COD 4 with it.
Better than that.
They knew their game was bad, so they were like, you know what, we're just gonna remaster COD 4.
No,
okay, so
I disagree.
right,
I think they've been trying to put that on for.
I need
years,
to speak,
you know?
right? Because I've been silent for way too long. Okay, so I'm going to give you the lowdown, right? Right. So, for all you people who think, Activision and Infinity Ward are going out of their way to give us COD 4, don't be fooled, right? The truth is, they really want to push Infinite Warfare, right? They really want to push that as the primary game. Now, they understand, right? We understand as an audience that they're under pressure. Every single year, they're under pressure, right? So what have they done? Gone back. Here's a bit of COD 4. Is it going to be the full COD 4 game? No, it's not. It's going to be a few maps here and there. Here you go. Keep the fans happy. Am I going to buy it? Probably will buy it. But that's the point, isn't it? That's what Call of Duty does.
Even
Call
then,
of Duty is a franchise.
It's a lot of time and money to remaster anything, period. Like, they're still putting a lot of money and a whole team on it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get it's the key. I mean, we've been requesting it for a while, but even then, I don't know. I guess partly we have to kind of wait and see, but I will definitely probably be getting Infinite Warfare and Battlefield. I don't want to kick it till I try it, though. Infinity Ward's really been letting us down for a while, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about that. But
yeah, I'm worried about the year after this, because if we get an Advanced Warfare 2, like that's gonna be awful. Dude.
Oh, by the way,
what?
Oh no, sorry. Don't watch my room. I was going to tell them I got bit by a mosquito.
Oh wow.
There's mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes
I'm telling you, right? Yo, check this out, right?
Someone in the comment section actually said, "Isn't Raven remastering it?"
Yeah, Raven is remastering it, but it's like,
wait, remastering.
It's still
what?
gonna be good, obviously, but I don't know.
Wait, remastering what?
Raven Studios is remastering COD 4, not Infinity Ward.
Well, that just says it all in it. Infinity Ward just don't
well, Raven
have
did
any
good though.
time
Like
for their
Raven's
fans.
behind. Raven was behind parts of MW3 and things like that, so they've been working. I trust.
Yeah, Raven knows more about COD than Infinity Ward does, because Infinity Ward's replaced their whole team like 3 times in the past 10 years.
Yeah, that's been the biggest thing, how they replaced the team, and then that team went over to Titanfall, and Titanfall 2 I'm excited for.
Yeah, Titanfall 2
I'm not going to be able
should
to get it because it's not for PC, but I'm excited to play it because I will be playing it.
Wait, is it an Xbox exclusive now? Titanfall 1 was good on PC.
I thought. Oh, what? I thought it only came out for Xbox.
No, it was on PC. It just wasn't well received on PC.
Oh, okay. Well, then if it does come out on PC, I'll definitely get it because I'm really curious on how it's going to be. So, All right,
I'm going to bring up something, right? I'm going to bring up something that might seem a bit like, how do I put it? It's basically like a theory, right? Okay, so do you feel as though, obviously, Modern Warfare 2, COD 4, Black Ops 1, World at War, what do all these games have in common? The fact that we, as a target audience, were very young when we were playing these games. Do you not feel as though no matter what they do, they will never satisfy us? Even if they brought back COD 4, even if they brought Modern Warfare 2 remastered, it will never satisfy us because we have matured as a target audience and we're just not after that, even though we were in denial.
I mean, that's a good point to make, because I don't think there's been a single year where we've come out of the gates and actually enjoyed a COD. Like, I know on Black Ops 2, we obviously enjoy it now. Like, it's obviously looked back as a good game, but I know for the first 4 or 5 months people hated that game, and then suddenly people just started liking it the next year, and now it's basically a classic, and everyone looks back at it as one of the good CODs, at least in.
No, I would agree with you there. I would agree with you. Okay.
I would definitely agree with the whole theory that we can't be satisfied. Generally in the gaming community, I think everyone is always the COD isn't good this year, but it's in the same cycle every year, really. I mean, we have 6 months of people playing it, and then we get people hating it, right? And then they get excited for the next COD around that time, and the cycle continues, really.
Okay, so how about we head over to our next topic right now?
Yeah, how's everybody feel about what happened with Red and SOAR?
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's
the fact. I can't believe that they took that much money from them and then didn't pay them. That's messed up.
Well, I don't. How much money did they actually take?
I think it was I saw a tweet about it the other day. I can't remember how much it was though, but it was a lot, in the thousands, obviously.
Look, here's the truth, right? Designers in this community, right, were seen as a joke, right? We're seen as almost slaves, right? People expect us to go around doing work. People expect us to just.
Can I just say something really quickly?
Doing work.
Adam, when you talk, you look like you sound like one of those guys who's like, "Hey guys, quiet down. we're plotting a conspiracy here.
Right.
Guys, we can't let
I don't
everyone
speak
know
that loud.
what these big
Can't
shots
speak
are
that loud.
doing. You know, we're
Because my
doing this in
brother's
the
sleeping in
background.
the other room, so I need to keep the voice down. But I need to like almost, because I'm ranting here, but it's like not a rant because I'm like really calm about ranting. So here's the thing, right? Okay, so basically designers.
Let's give some of these guys the background because I don't think everyone really, not everyone knows. So basically, everyone did this huge thing and they got upset about the fact that Red design members all left to go to SOAR. And some of them don't really know why. So basically, what most people can gather from talking to the SOAR members and everything is that the Red members were making advertising, making designs and everything for Red and for their sponsors, and all the money that came in from the sponsors and other things were going towards like the Red leaders and the Red house and things like that, and the money wasn't trickling down to the actual designers who are putting in all this time to do it. So it really comes off as like, wow, you don't value me, you don't value what I'm doing. And that's generally what we're getting from the sense of it, which really comes to the idea that in the gaming community, are designers really getting paid what they're worth? Or like,
no.
And we're talking about the big teams, we're talking about esports, we're talking about Red, SOAR, Dare, things like that, like the bigger teams, not the smaller teams where they're still trying to actually get revenue, you know? So, I don't know. So you guys can talk about that.
Yeah, can I say something? Yeah, like I see a lot of people saying that like they want all designers to be paid. And I mean, like, sure, with big teams and big organizations, that makes sense. But the problem is that like, if you're not like a big esports team and you're not bringing in lots of money, like I don't know how people expect there to be like a cash flow. You know what I mean? Like people are expecting like hourly wages, and it's like, well, the organization's really small. Like they have, you know, they only have like 100 followers on Twitter or whatever. Like, how you expect them to pay you like thousands of dollars to when they're not even making that much? Like, you know, it's
exactly.
like.
No, but this is the point. This is the point. Like, wait, can you guys even hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, we can.
All right, I thought I just completely cut off. Then here's the point, right? Okay, so you have designers in this community, right? This community is really, really good for freelance work. Now, if you want to actually be paid a wage, you need to be looking at professional, like a professional design stance, where you actually work for a design industry in the actual industry, working for a studio based around a COD team. You have to, you come on, you can't go into it thinking you're going to be paid a wage. Firstly, the fact that Red, right, fair enough, Red members, respect to them, you know, they go on with the work, but this happens in real world as well. A good example of this is, you know, the movie Life of Pi. When they were doing the visual effects works, they weren't paying the VFX designers. Rhythm and Hues are one of the visual effects companies. They were affected hugely, and they got into severe debt. They're still recovering from that debt because they weren't paid by Life of Pi. This is a multi-billion-dollar movie. So it's not just happening in this community. Designers all over the world are getting screwed left, right, and center. This is the truth, right? In this community, right? In this community, it is going to be very, 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 very hard for someone to make a career in gaming, right? However, the world doesn't need gamers. The world needs creatives. So personally, from my perspective, I feel creatives are a lot more valuable than gamers. So I feel as though we are mistreated, we're undermined, we're always put under the thumb. But it's up to designers to stick up for each other in this community. Thing is, there's so much competition, almost bickering between, like, you know, oh, which clan am I going to get in? Which clan am I going to get in? People are doing it for free. People are, you know, they're almost competing against themselves because they feel as though, right, if he's going to charge £30 for a banner, I'll do £2 for a banner. Have I dropped my prices ever? No, I haven't dropped my prices ever. Why have I still got demand? It depends on your relationship with your clients, and that's a big thing. That's what separates the graphic designers in the community and the graphic designers who do it at a professional level is the package. It's a lot more to it than just, you know, aesthetics and visuals. You got to look at the client. You got to look about negotiating. Each client is different, so there are many factors that differentiate you. However, yeah, designers are getting fucked in this community.
I mean, I think another way to look at this is the fact that esports is getting so big. You know, while sniping and trick shotting, these teams are going away, or just becoming less relevant. Esports is getting so big that getting these sponsorships, these people are affording houses. You know, Red's almost getting a house. I mean, FaZe
They are
already
getting
has
a house,
like
yeah.
no shit, you know. Soar and Obey are very good with what they do, and from what I hear, I mean, they do make money, especially with their esports and how everyone's going on to that thing. So now they're becoming big organizations, and the fact that while you're getting this, you know, these sponsorships are giving you free things, they're giving you money, you know, you're giving them money in return, you know, through discount codes and things like that. It's like it's being treated more as a business, and I feel like the biggest thing is that Red, being one of the biggest teams, not being able to pay their members in any sort of way is a huge issue, you know.
Yeah, that's
especially
true.
because of the revenue. So
And their
I do agree.
affiliation with FaZe as well, like the sponsorships and everything.
Yeah,
Like see, even Obey, like for a while at least, they were offering packages to the designers and stuff, which
yeah,
was nice.
I think they still do.
That's a good
I think
step.
it's just that they have to get it back from Logitech. Like Soar does certain things like that too, and they've been. I've talked to some Soar members, and they've been trying to get really cool sponsorships. Some of them have gone through, some of them haven't. But like it does, like Soar, I see, respects their members a lot. Obey respects their members a lot, although they have had a lot of regime changes, so I don't know what's going on anymore.
It's shifting around, but generally speaking, I think it's still been pretty good. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I moved to Dribble. Dribble was the best thing I ever done. It was like moving there is I didn't have any clients, and then I moved to Dribble, and then now I get clients like all the time.
Not everybody can, like, for me, for example, my work wouldn't exactly be Dribble material, you know. So it's.
Well, I mean, I see 3D designers on Dribble who do really good. Some of the biggest designers on there do 3D work.
All right. Well, you know what? Send me an invite, and then I'll check.
I really want an invite as well. Actually, I've been trying one.
Like Dribble's kind of open to any creative, really. Like obviously they don't want people on there doing like headers and banners, but it's like.
Oh yeah, of course.
Wait, are we streaming?
What?
All right, Adam.
Are we streaming? Or are we just talking? Oh wait, we actually are live.
We've been live for a while.
Oh shit! Oh my god! Look at all these comments.
Yeah.
Hey, there's something about the COD community, like I know a lot of people are moving over to like the pro scene, like and stuff like that. I used to work for MLG actually, like last year, and that was like the worst thing I ever did. Oh, yeah. MLG is so like unorganized. Like I think it took them like a month to pay me, and then they didn't have anything organized, so they ended up just like going to other designers on Twitter and getting free work. And that's a huge company, like multi-million-dollar company, and they have designers that they're supposed to pay, but instead they just tweet out and get free junky work and use it anyways. That bothered me a lot.
Yeah,
but
I would agree with that. It's like
what Faded, whatever was saying earlier.
I saw a really interesting, right there about the free ads and the RCs and stuff. That's a really good point, actually. I know that I've been seeing that a lot. Like I remember before moving away from Dare that they were planning an advertisement contest with custom controllers. That big scam.
Oh, Imagine
Customs.
Yeah,
Imagine Customs. You see, that's genius because these companies are really starting to take advantage of us, I think, in a way, because like they can see it's much cheaper for them to send a product, maybe not exactly in a controller sense, but like for other companies, it's much cheaper for them to send us because it cost of production for, say, I don't know, keyboard might be, I'm just going to say a number, $20, right? Mm-hmm. They're paying, but to retail, that's $100. So they can give us the $100 worth. So we're getting $100, but they're only really paying $20, right? Kind of thing.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. So like I work in retail, for example, and say we have this. Okay, let's take a 16-pack of batteries that we sell for $14.99. Okay, I'm not even kidding you. We get those for about like $2.99.
Mm-hmm.
Why they price it up that fucking much, I do not know.
I have something to talk about. Yeezy, the fact that it takes them like $20 to make a shirt and they sell it for like $400. I tweeted about this earlier.
Oh my god, this is
Will someone please explain to me why that is a thing? Like, what do people see in these clothes?
Because people are idiots, and they let these huge corporations say, hey, I'm going to make all these shirts for about $5 a pop, and you're going to buy them for about $30 and pay tax. And then we're going to be like, oh, well, it's new, so you got to get this new one, because corporations are fucking monsters.
Right, yeah, and the thing is, like,
don't get me on a rampage right now, okay?
Yeah, the markup from China to here is insane. Like, my uncle goes there with his university almost routinely every few months, and he was telling me that you can literally buy like 2 terabyte USB drives there for like less than $10 a piece.
Yeah.
Something like that selling here in store would probably be close to 75, even 150.
Wait for how many gigs?
2 terabytes. A USB drive.
Yeah, see, that's crazy. That's crazy.
What the hell, man? Hook me
A
up.
2 terabyte is like 120. You know.
Mm-hmm. You can
And
buy
warehouse
hockey
price is
jerseys
about
there.
70 for it.
Mhm.
I sell them. I know. I look at the warehouse prices. It's curious. I remember them. But like that's crazy. Like what companies are doing, and that's what I've always actually wondered. How much does Gamma make a tub for? They sell it for 40, and then
I bet.
30.
Well, obviously,
30.
no more than 10. Obviously, like it's
No,
gotta be.
I think it's even less. I think that, in all honesty, they probably spend about $5 a tub, and I think they probably sell for 30 or 40. You know,
Because
I
that
think
powder
they
has
can
got to
especially
be
when
easy
they do
to
it in
make.
mass.
Yeah, but bro,
Like, think about Kool-Aid. Like Kool-Aid is probably one of the best-selling companies like that sell stuff like that. Because like whenever somebody thinks of like the drink that you put the powder in, people think, oh, Kool-Aid.
Mm-hmm.
It probably takes them like $2.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
See,
you're paying for
I think the
samples.
argument as well is that like I was complaining about G Fuel in general like several months back, and someone made the argument that, oh well, it's 40 servings, but I mean it doesn't matter, right? And plus it's water in that, so it's like I don't know. The other thing is that I kind of, have you noticed how well G Fuel has taken over the community in general, like the gaming community, like FaZe was the best decision they ever made, because sure, they had to buy a house for them and all that, but I mean they've completely brainwashed hundreds of thousands of kids. Like
I wouldn't even say brainwashed, because like the thing is, it's the same thing as most people who are gonna go out and buy Monster or go out and buy this, you know. So it's not even about
If
I
anything,
guess it's a brilliant marketing strategy. The marketing strategy is absolutely brilliant, and I love how we went from designers getting paid to G Fuel.
Yeah.
But if we actually reroute this, we can actually reroute this back into the topic and talk about the idea that G Fuel is paying their designers.
Mm-hmm.
True.
You know, and that's a
and
good
photographers
thing, because they have these teams. For example, there's that supplement company. What is it? Gamer Sups, and I'm in talks with them right now, and they are looking to get a team together, possibly, from what rumors have been talking about. And that's one really interesting thing, because you know, these companies who are catering to gamers are looking for designers and things like that. And the fact that this opens up a new branch of possibilities, as well as Obey Studios, if you guys haven't heard, is doing a contest with Gamer Subs. And I do suggest that you go check that out.
I want to point something out about Gamer Subs. People are trying to say that they're scamming because their tubs are smaller, but it comes with more servings than G Fuel, by the way. So if you think that it's a scam, it's not.
Yeah, you can check that. You know?
I see so many people saying, like, this is a ripoff. They make the tub look bigger. But just because the tub's small doesn't mean anything. It just takes less powder.
Yeah.
I just want to point that out.
Yeah, because, like, when I got my first Gamma tub, I looked at it, I opened it up, I was like, holy shit, I thought there'd be a little bit more. But either way, I do enjoy some Gammas. Not all of them, but there's a few flavors I do like. I cannot wait to try Gamer Sups, though. I'm just curious. I like to...
Faceberry's not good, by the way. I tried that. It's not good.
I've had a few people that love Faceberry, and I've never had it. My personal favorite is Green Apple.
Yeah, I've had Green Apple's good. I've never tried it. I didn't want to spend that much money on it. I got it free whenever I worked for MLG, but I don't like... That's I wouldn't pay $30 for that. I could literally just go to the store and buy in Arizona.
Yeah, I would never pay for it. I might take it for free. But see, this is the way they're doing it, though, because if they know that, see, the players are generally buying it. Like, they're buying, like, G Fuel like crazy. Like, you talk to almost every second player said they would have bought it. They have it already, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And even some designers. But, I mean, generally, I think, given the way that our distance from the whole gaming thing, we're obviously in the gaming community and we all play games. But, I mean, I don't know. The association with it isn't as strong because we're not really up looking at FaZe the same way that players are and all that. Yeah. But I mean, the way they're getting it past that and getting us to try their products is these contests, because now let's see, you guys are getting like offers indirectly paid with these kind of things and contests now where the designers win tubs and stuff. You know, I mean, they're kind of getting people to try it. But
holy shit, this logo I'm doing looks like Battleborn. Like the style of it, that's pretty cool.
I actually like Battleborn. Have you guys played Battleborn? It's a really good game.
I played it. I gave it back.
I didn't. It literally feels like League of Legends in first person.
I thought you were going to say Overwatch, and I was about to drop kick you.
No. That's too different. But I mean, if I was going to choose between one of the two, Overwatch is better because Overwatch they have so much more work in Overwatch.
Overwatch is life.
Yeah.
And I believe we have, is it the GTX Nvidia stuff going on next topic?
Yeah, definitely. I want to talk about that for sure.
Okay, we might want to get to that now.
Yeah, so let's switch the topics, guys.
We'll let
so
Nick
the
start on
next-
this one because he knows so much about him.
All right, so the next topic that we got to talk about is something that's dear to my heart, hardware. And being a
Steak and cheese.
PC Master Race and owning a
Same.
Titan X personally, this has got me fucking livid. You know, I bought a Titan X last year. I was like, you know what? It'll be 2, 3, maybe 4 years before they get something that's infinitely better. You know, something that really puts out more juice. You know, I was like, you know what? Because Maxwell just came here. It's a good architecture. It should be good. But no, 1 year later, they produced Pascal, which is this new architecture for GPUs. And they put billions of dollars into this research, and now I'm fucking livid. You know, like the fact that a year later you make something that doesn't make my graphic card obsolete, but cuts down the price by half and makes it nearly as powerful, makes me want to go kill somebody. Like, it shouldn't work that way. You know, if you look at graphs, CPU production, and their R&D has dropped. You know, people are not investing as much into CPU to make sure those things run more efficiently, but because of gamers, they have invested billions into GPUs, and this is pissing me off because it just fuck this shit. What do you guys think?
The thing now, a lot of new games actually require a good CPU because it kind of like this. It was like
Yeah, but you're
It was
saying a
like-
good CPU as in like you're
i7.
saying, yeah, like an i7. No, not even. Like an i5 is good if it clocks at like 3.5
Well,
megahertz.
What is that
You know?
game? Tomb Raider is like the new high end games. You need to make sure CPU and GPU. But it went like this. It was like gaming started off where you just needed an okay CPU. You didn't even need a graphics card initially, and then it went to you need like an okay graphics card, okay CPU. Then it went to like full on graphics card, and then now it's back to like base CPU and base graphics card. I don't know.
Yeah, but
I think they generally, and this is what happens in the like in the industry in general, like with production cell, because like the goal is to make everything we have obsolete. You know what I mean? We're
I wouldn't
moving
even
so
say
fast.
obsolete. Like I don't think that's a goal. I don't think we should say that's a goal. Like the goal is like it's like when people talk about people who create games and they say, oh my god, they're just trying to scam us for our money. Oh my god, they don't even care about making the game. You know, like they care. They put their blood, sweat, and tears into making this game. It's not their fault that the publisher is a dick. You know,
Yeah.
like these people who are like putting billions of dollars, it isn't just about the end line. It's about putting technology and bringing it to a point, you know, and thrusting new technology, not to make things obsolete, but to make things better and more productive and just overall insane. And I think that's one of the things a lot of people don't really get. But at the same time, fuck you. You couldn't have waited like a year to put this out, maybe 2. Like, come on. You know, because now I have like, fuck. Go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, what I was saying though is that like in general, like, I mean, I bet you like these companies love the fact that like game developers are progressing so fast with like the quality of the games. I mean, I don't know all the
but
specs
this
like
works
you do, but I mean,
backwards. That works backwards. Like the better the GPUs get and the CPUs get, and the more affordable, the more often game developers can increase with their graphics, increase with their features of it, including like GameWorks, for example. Everyone hates GameWorks for one reason. It didn't do well on most things. Why? Because they didn't have upgraded architecture. Now that this is becoming so easily to get, if everyone like say in 2 years, everyone's going to be able to afford a 980. Everyone's going to be able to afford a 1080, a 1070. Those are going to be probably like $400, you know? Like everyone's going to have that. That means everyone can run GameWorks. You know, everyone hated GameWorks because nobody could afford good software to run it on. I've been using GameWorks on Witcher 3. It's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely insane. But like if you keep like it's intertwined so much that
Let's get on PC Master Race for a second. All you guys out there that play PS4 and stuff.
No,
like,
but this goes into consoles as well, you know. So
like you know how they're supposed to be coming out with a 4K PS4, whatever. Like how PS4K? How is that gonna happen? Because they don't have good enough. Like it's gonna be like 4K 10 FPS or something. Like what is that? What's gonna happen?
No, basically, so the reason that there are consoles is that so game developers can develop a game for one system, you know, so that they can create a game that they know works on all platforms because it's on only one console. That way, if they what I'm been rumored is that they're putting in a graphics card and enough RAM and things so that they can run at 4K, and that especially with DirectX 12, if you guys have looked at it, which is very new. It's beautiful, by the way, and very efficient.
Amazing.
You know, it's allowing these game developers to utilize all this new architecture and all these new specs so that they can create 4K games, you know, because the current generation and the last generation couldn't utilize it. But if they upgrade the hardware to a certain point, then they will have the utilities to develop 4K games. And because the thing is, it's probably it's created in 4K probably, but they have to scale it down. So it's possible that they can utilize it. So, but we're gonna have to wait and see what they do. You know,
I mean, it's kind of like with the PC. Like, it can be rendered in 4K. You know, like it's like in any size. Like, you could just take an Xbox game, and if you had like better parts in it, you could set like a setting, like, oh, I want to play on 1080 or I want to play on like 1440. I noticed like I got a 144 hertz monitor, and I realized that I would rather have a 144 hertz like 1440p or something than 4K. I don't really see the use of all that advanced stuff. Like, I don't really need any more than 10.
Well, the thing is, the use comes.
144 hertz is amazing.
I mean, right now the use comes to the point where nerds and people who are so crazy about graphics and things will buy it. But as they continue to buy it, it's easier to make. You know, they find a way to make it easier, which means it becomes the new. Like, I remember when I was like, why are they like? I was loading a VHS into the player when I was a kid, and my dad comes in. He's like, "See these DVDs?" And I remember this to this day. He's like, this is what's gonna everything's gonna be on this very soon. And I was like, why? We have these tapes, you know. So it really comes full circle to the idea that, you know, that everything's intertwined, making things go better. Though I'm a little curious how on earth everything's gonna go digital when countries like the United States has such terrible internet speeds. So
yeah, I thought about, dude. Hey, does anyone here have Charter? You know what Charter is? It's awful.
Oh, they said an iPhone charger.
Yeah, Comcast and Charter. But listen, like sometimes, like on some days, like obviously, you know, we pay the bill every month or whatever. But like sometimes there's been whole days where our internet's out. Like that doesn't happen with like power and stuff. Like they need to be able to keep up their stuff.
That's not. That's a rarity right there. You know, I've never heard of anything like that around here. It might be depending. Where do you live? What state do you live in?
Alabama.
Alabama?
Yeah.
All right, enough said. Anyway, next topic.
I already told you that.
Let me just get his IP real quick.
Let me figure out what's staying up. There's the IP.
Exclusive listeners to Whip Talks will be given Joey's IP, where they can send stuff to. And
subscribe now if you want Joey's IP.
If you want to swallow them, then subscribe.
Hey, is anyone here a big Dishonored fan? Like, do you guys play Dishonored?
I played Dishonored. I actually really like it.
Dishonored 2 looks amazing.
Yeah, Bethesda has rented out their own thing in E3, so I'm excited to see what they do. You know,
anyone here play Fallout 4?
No.
I have 90 hours of Fallout 4.
I never played the other one, so I didn't bother. You know.
Yeah, like I beat the story in like a week, and I had 90 hours played. Now I don't know what to do anymore. Like I'm just kind of sitting there, like it's annoying.
Yeah. I think that's one of the things that they're going to be going. A lot of companies might be going towards, like how Witcher 3 is doing, or how what was it? What was that zombie game that came out? I actually bought it.
Doom.
Dead Island?
No, not Dead Island. The other one.
Oh, you I have it right here. Let me look at my desktop. It's
Dying Light.
Yeah, Dying Light.
Dying Light. Like how they're doing it, where they're releasing a big game that will take like maybe 100 hours to complete, and then seasonally, periodically, they're putting in huge expansions, you know, and I think that's where things are going to eventually take us to where...
Yeah, that new Fallout 4 DLC literally adds a whole new section to the map, I reckon, so that's nice.
Exactly, and I think that's going to be a huge thing that they are going to be doing very soon. So that's going to be good. That's going to be very good. So let's switch over to our next topic. So the next topic is actually... if you guys have already seen it, It's going to be on Assassin's Creed the movie, and I hope that you guys have all seen it already. If not, here I'll play a little bit of the trailer right now.
Yeah, he means the
Keep the
trailer.
volume down as well.
Yep, I already took the volume down, so don't.
We need to play
worry
the
about
Angry Birds trailer too, because that actually looks good.
that. I actually do not have that, but you know what? I might be able
Is
to
that
pull it up.
that's our next topic as well, right?
Yeah. So let me.
Unanimous.
Play that.
What you're about to see, hear, and feel are the memories of your ancestor, who's been dead for 500 years.
What do you want from me?
Your past. Welcome to the Spanish Inquisition.
I am a god, even though I'm a man of God. My whole life in the hand of God. So y'all better quit playing with God.
Pretty close to the game.
Yeah,
I like it.
I agree. I'm excited for it. I think the biggest thing is though is that they don't screw it up like they've screwed up the last few games.
Well, the thing that sucks is they literally canceled the game for this year. There's not going to be another Assassin's
No,
Creed.
but I think that's a good thing. We've been screaming about that for a while now. So the fact that, and I don't think it's just to cancel the game. They're working on Watch Dogs 2 as well.
Yeah, true.
So, which I'm actually excited
Watch
about.
Dogs 2 better not be overhyped to get, like Watch Dogs
No,
1.
I
That
think what they're going to
awful.
do, they're going to pull an Assassin's Creed. You know how Assassin's Creed 1 was good, but there was mechanical issues and things that just didn't really make sense?
Yeah, like the
If
first
you ever
couple
played it?
Assassin's Creeds were insane, dude.
No, but the first one, like something was off about them. Some of the mechanics were not very great.
Yeah,
And they took the premise of Assassin's Creed 1 and just made it perfect in Assassin's Creed 2.
Yeah, that's the way most games work. Like COD 1 was awful, COD 2 was good. You know, it's like
Yeah, and I think
it's like
that's
they
what they're
learn
gonna
from
be
the
able to
mistakes
do
and the
with
community,
Watch
and then they make
Dogs.
it good.
Yeah. So I'll be expecting that in Watch Dogs. I really do think they'll do good there. I do.
Because it wasn't that bad of a game. It was, for one, the marketing was way overdone. It was way too hyped. And the multiplayer wasn't like it was promised. Like, multiplayer wasn't even available on Xbox 360, which was dumb. And that was before the Xbox One was even, like, big. Like, it had literally just come out before the game came out. So they shouldn't have did that. That was awful. But I think that was something to do with Microsoft. They were probably like, oh, do this so that way people get Xbox Ones. You know, we need more money.
Yeah.
I can't believe they quit selling the 360. That sucks.
Well, that's kind of understandable. I
360.
mean,
Yeah, I mean, it's
they have
understandable,
they have to
but-
put their foot down and be like, we're not developing any more.
Yeah.
You know, because it's just holding all the studios back.
Dude, that whole gamertag thing, think of how much money they made releasing those gamertags. Oh my
Oh
god.
my God, yes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I bet they made over $1 million just in the first hour of that.
Oh
For
yeah.
people buying
Imagine
gamertags.
how many people bought new gamer tags.
It's
just
like
because
everybody
of
with
that.
multiple accounts that were like signing in on each account, getting whatever gamertag they could, all the 3 letters.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then now people are taking those gamertags and selling them for like $50 each. That's it's dumb.
Yep. Exactly. And I think that's exciting though. I mean, you know, they got everyone hyped about it. You know, but but what do you guys so along with the Assassin's Creed movie this year, they're Blizzard's putting out a World of Warcraft movie. Angry Birds is coming out. And
I think the
guys
World
have
of Warcraft movie will be good.
Oh my God. I went to PAX East this year. All right. So I went to PAX East and they had a hour and a half.
You went where?
PAX East.
Oh, I thought you said Pakistan then. I was like,
No, I'm not
shit.
going
Dude,
to
Blizzard
Pakistan.
are experts in the gaming scene,
Yeah,
obviously. They're like the best.
It looks incredible. They showed some never before seen cinematics, and they talked about the process and what's going on. And some of the actors were there, and I am excited to see this movie. I've never played World of Warcraft. I'll have to admit that, so I'll have to brush up a little bit more. My friend plays it every day though, so I know a bit. And I'm very excited to see this movie. I think it's going to be exciting. I think it's going to be great. And I think this is really starting to set up the idea that these companies are going to start making movies and TV shows. If you guys haven't heard, Call of Duty is rumored, I'm not sure if it's confirmed, but highly rumored to be in the process of getting their money and everything to develop a TV show as well as a movie.
Oh my god, no.
And
please.
A TV show? Oh
I'm
god.
not even kidding. And
Oh my.
If that happens,
I-
dude, like
don't
what?
hit it till you try it. I think they could do well. I don't know, but we'll have to see. But I'm excited. I'm excited.
What I like about
because
this whole
it's gonna be a
movie
new
thing
branch
is
of,
it
entertainment.
shows how big the gaming community is getting.
Yeah.
Because we
I
went
think
from
that's
like
amazing.
Like, we went from like Mario, like little stuff. Like, it all started with like Tetris and all that, and then now we're going to like freaking full movies and like people make millions of dollars a year in tournaments and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think the movie's gonna be. It's gonna be big.
Parasite and Natalie Monroe. I don't even know about that Phoenix, honestly. Like, I don't know what's going on there. But you guys remember whenever Jev was like talking to Natalie Monroe, like on Twitter and stuff, and everybody thought they were dating?
That was the funniest thing.
Yeah, and then now Parasite's literally like dating her. I think they're dating. I don't really know what's going on with that. Who would date a
Hey guys,
That's awful.
listen, I'm gonna have to head off because it's
That's
almost 2 a.m. and I need to get up early tomorrow.
Yeah, that's fine.
Unfortunately, because Dubai time's kind of like kind of
Dubai time.
Well, I hope that you can carry on without me, even though I've hardly said a thing because I've just been quiet doing this work and just
Yeah,
listening.
you ended up saying more than all of us at like one time.
Conspiracy mode.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Martin.
All right, see ya.
Anyway, all right. See you, Adam.
Bye.
So now, I think for the last few minutes, because we're coming up on 45 minutes, I think for the rest of the segments, I think what we're going to do is we're going to talk to you guys and see what you guys are thinking. Anything you guys want us to talk about specifically, or any questions you want to answer, things like that, So this is going to be from you guys. So, yeah.
And just keep in mind, we only have 6 watchers, probably 3 of them being us.
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
Dude, we peaked at like 25 though, so we didn't do too bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we at one point, just said, generally speaking, I think what we've learned from this is that we might want to. I mean, the segments when we re-upload them in their pieces might be better for people because obviously the attention span of people is shorter than an hour.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hey, for the people that are there, would you prefer Twitch or YouTube?
Yeah.
Or both?
I don't think we can do both, man. That's a lot of bandwidth to take up.
Well, I'm saying like one of us would have to stream on Twitch and one of us would have to stream on YouTube. We can still make it.
YouTube versus Twitch. I mean, YouTube seems, especially because.
Yeah, no, I mean, I like YouTube. I'm just saying it's like whatever they normally use more, Yeah. And he said YouTube's pretty nice.
I mean, it's just a link. So.
Best design team in the community and why? I don't really see any I don't see any design teams anymore. Everybody's going to like design firms and stuff. Like they're trying to become companies.
Stacked. I mean, sorry, Source very stacked.
Well, yeah, but wait, you're talking about like COD teams. Okay,
yeah,
I don't think about that type of design team. Well, obviously the best one is Horizon. Best one's obviously Horizon, but no, for real, the story is stacked.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see because
Vlad's just so hyped about it. I was talking to him in DMs the other day. Like, I'm pretty sure he's super hyped about it.
Yeah,
I mean, hopefully it runs through because I mean, what I've seen with a lot of these teams in general is that they kind of overhype stuff and it never really happens. And I mean, like, yeah, hopefully SOAR goes well for like everyone that moved over there. But I have a feeling it might end up being the same kind of situation as Red because in the end, it's all like. It's like sure we're moving forward, but in terms of the COD teams that are moving into organizations like in esports and all that, I think that we're still run by teenagers and young adults, right? That aren't obviously professional business managers and consult. You know what I mean? Like we're not there yet. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah, it's my 2 cents.
I would agree with that. I don't think there would be anything wrong with agreeing with that. Yeah.
I've been kind of iffy on Red because I've never even really been knowing what's going on because it's like seems like every other week like someone's leaving, someone's joining, and then like they have something weird going on. Like there was I think like Crude and all them were in Red and then they all just randomly left. Like a ton of people left at one time and I don't even know why. I feel like it all has to do with money. It's like
we covered that, it's
Well, I mean, just like even players were leaving. And like didn't one of the leaders leave? Like, remember Mac was leaving there for a little while, and then he went back to SOAR because he realized how awful of a team it was.
Yeah.
Red messed up this community, honestly. Like, ever since Red, stuff has been kind of going downhill.
I don't know. I think it's.
Like, remember how many people quit whenever Red came in? Like, so many people quit. Like, players. But, I mean, I don't really care about players, but, it's still sucky.
I think the problem with the community in general, how people are saying how it's kind of slowly dying off, is well, it's not, but people are saying that. What I think the problem is that like FaZe isn't recruiting from our community anymore,
Yeah,
like
they're
almost
not.
at all. Like, well, last
That's what
person
Red's
joined.
there for.
Yeah, exactly. It's the problem is people are because they advertise Red as a way of getting into FaZe, but now people are starting to see that just because you get in Red does not mean you're gonna get in FaZe. At the beginning of Red, yes, that was the case, but now it's shifted into more of a, you know what I mean? Like, it shifted away. It's no longer.
At this point, Red's like for the people who are inactive in phase. Like if you're in phase and you're not doing good, they send you to Red and you never go back. And
Yeah.
you're never gonna leave Red. Like just like with Optic, you saw Optic Jewel whenever she got kicked, she went straight to Red.
Yeah.
It's like all the big teams back up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like nobody's gonna leave Optic or phase and go to Soar. Where are they gonna go? They're gonna go to Red because it's like their second team basically.
Yeah, and like I think that the problem is like the last time a designer has been recruited to the FaZe studio has been Ignis, right? So
Yeah.
I mean,
But they're stacked. They have a good team. I don't see why they
I
would
know,
leave.
obviously, yeah, that's the problem. I think the reason is, but I mean, obviously, I think that the client work they must get is insane because I see them doing work. They did work for PewDiePie as well.
I think what would really get, like, I think that FaZe doesn't. Yeah, I think the biggest thing is FaZe doesn't recruit from design teams anymore. They don't,
Yeah.
and I think that they need to update their roster. They need to get more people in there. You know, I think that they have a team, but nobody's hyped about FaZe anymore because they don't recruit from us anymore.
There's no potential for any of it. It's not a goal anymore. Like once you get to Red, you're basically done. Like there's like I guarantee you, just like nobody in Red right now is going to join FaZe. Like they might love to, but like realistically, unless they have like
otherwise Gandhi would have joined FaZe already.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what I'm trying to figure out why he hasn't. Like the fellas and all that. I mean, the other thing is that the hype that comes with FaZe. I mean, there's so many like people on that team that are like, their content's actually is genuinely not interesting or good, but because of the backing. So I mean, like, I feel like they should be recruiting people like Gandhi and the fellas or whatever, right? Because like generally speaking, like they're
ended, right?
well, sort of. Now
I think the fellows probably won't join mainly because they're so fucking controversial and they're so like the shit they say on Twitter would make FaZe look really bad as a gaming organization.
That's fair.
How you
I
guys
guess.
feel about Keemstar?
Oh my god. Yeah.
Professional meme.
Yeah.
Troll.
I'm trying to figure out why Keemstar ever joined FaZe. Like obviously that wasn't gonna last long.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like he joined FaZe and then got kicked out or whatever like a week later. Hey, does anybody know what's going on with Banks, by the way? Like, is he dead or something? Like, what the heck happened?
Is he still in rehab?
I think he is still in rehab, but he tweeted a picture like a couple days ago where he was like just like meeting a fan or something. So I don't really know what's going on with him because nobody's letting us know. But I saw that tweet where somebody in the Horizon chat, like I think it was Scott or something, like one of them lived by them or something like that, and he said that he like saw the like something at a rehab center. That's funny.
I don't know. I feel like his tweets were like getting kind of weird in the months leading up until his total breakdown, but I feel like I don't know. Just he's still kind of weird. I don't know. I don't know if his addiction has had long-lasting damage, but I mean,
It's
whatever.
possible, yeah.
I mean, generally speaking, though. Oh, did you hear? I heard about something insane about FaZe. Okay, so you know that game that they were sponsoring way back? I forget what it was called.
Yeah, I remember that.
Nobody plays, nobody talks about that. The game's done and ready to go, but nobody, because they stopped doing their part, right?
Yeah.
I was talking in a call with one of the business managers of that whole game.
What was the game called again?
Starting at Eclipse.
Yep.
That's the name.
Yep.
I'm looking it up right now. It's like
yeah.
It said the game's broke.
Who did?
Faded.
Who said FaZe did?
No, Faded said the game's broke. He said the alpha hasn't dropped yet. Either he hasn't.
Oh.
I think what it was is they weren't an experienced enough studio, and FaZe just took the offer because they were like, "Whoa, like a game." But FaZe was different then. They've completely changed since that happened.
Yeah.
They're completely different.
The thing is, they got because I looked at it, and they have a lot of very, very, very good work. So I think that it's not that it's not finished. I think it would have been a good game, but they do need funding, and I do think that FaZe just isn't doing their part anymore.
Yeah,
They had said that the game's broke, but I don't know.
this is what I want to get to though. Is what's crazy about it all is that they sent $1,000 to FaZe to give away as a promotion for the game, and they just never got to it, right? So, and now what's the funny thing is that Apex apparently made a video saying he found $1,000 in an envelope in the FaZe house, right? And he goes on to spend it on some random thing. But what's funny about it is that originally that money was supposed to be part of the giveaway for Starting Eclipse. So they literally sent them $1,000, and then nothing happened.
Wow, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I would have been excited to play that game. It would have been interesting.
So the game's not even out of alpha yet. Like, is it just dead now? Like,
well, yeah, because nobody's talking about it anymore. Like, they need to get it hyped back up. If everybody from FaZe made a video about it, you know how much hype they would get.
They kind of chose a bad time, to be honest. Like, I don't like. Obviously, they didn't know what was going to be happening this year, but like Overwatch, like Battleborn, Doom, all these.
I
amazing
disagree. I think it was the
out.
perfect time with everybody getting so pissed off about how cold.
Yeah, I know, but there's so many good games that's better than their game though.
Yeah, but with everyone's nostalgia, this would have been the perfect time.
Yeah, if they would have released it a little earlier, that would have been like if they would have released it.
I think the original
2016
idea was to like. I mean, this has been going on for like 2 years or more, honestly.
Yeah, definitely. Dude, I miss like honestly, I kind of miss the way FaZe used to be, where it was like I wish they stuck to what they did initially, like with the COD, like the montage and stuff. I don't know why I just missed that.
I feel like it's good that they
Black Ops
expanded
2.
outwards because I think they were starting to realize that like generally the whole sniping trick shotting scene is basically I think it's coming to an end in a way.
It's definitely coming to an end, yeah.
Like, cause, I mean,
like Sword has barely any views anymore. Like, and every other team, like Horizon and Obey and all those other like smaller teams, the views are like 5K views a video. I mean, it sucks. Which I'm kind of upset that Horizon went back to the players. Like, I thought that Horizon was going to expand out and be like a kind of like FaZe, you know, but then they ended up going back to the players for some reason. I don't know what was the cause of that.
Yeah, it had something to do with the leaders, I think. It was busy and it happened all at once. But, I mean, honestly, they didn't have the resources, I think, to make it.
Yeah, I think maybe they just wanted to go back to just having fun playing the game, you know?
I think FaZe, like, they have the resources to do that. They can manage to do that, but because everyone there is this is their job, right? But right now, for, like, Horizon leaders and owners, it's like, sure, they're probably making a bit of money, but not like they're not making like the amount that like FaZe members are, right? Like, this is their job, right? And I don't know, it's just, I think it's a bit different. It's hard to pull off, and generally speaking, like the people, I mean, I don't know if it's so much their fault, but it's the content creators that they picked up. I don't know if it's their fault either, because I mean, they were expected to create content in series for Horizon, but that never happened. It turned into a Horizon was the unit for promoting them, and it helped those people grow, but they never gave anything back to the team, is what I'm saying, right? Because they really didn't. I mean, we never saw any videos from these content creators, right? So, I mean, I don't know. It seems like
the way the COD community used to be, where it's like everybody worked for SOAR or FaZe, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But now, if you're in a team, you're not going to be leaving that team. Like, you're stuck there.
Yep.
Like, teams don't pick up people anymore because they're all stacked. And they're not making enough money to even like do anything at this point.
Probably. All right. So let's.
Yeah, it's 5, so probably time to end it.
So thank you guys for having the stream. I know a lot of the viewership went down within the last 20 minutes because mainly we stopped talking about the topics that we're talking about, and attention spans are small, but overall we got a good amount of viewers and unique views. So we'll definitely be putting up all the clips up there.
And segments, and I think that honestly we might be actually be thinking about posting tutorials and some other stuff as well.
So we'll see. Different.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Casts. So, all right. Thanks guys for viewing in.